Alright guys, on the mill today is a hand hewn poplar beam. It's 9 foot long, 18 inches tall, and 6 inches thick. We're going to be cutting it down for a fireplace mantle. Try to get the good out of it. It's got a bad spot right here in the middle. We're going to have to work around that, but it should turn out pretty good.
I'd say the log's at least 150 years.
Yeah, because Papa's 80, and he said when he went to school right beside where it was built, they were already using it for a barn.
1700s to the basically mid 1800s, 1850s.
Cut nails.
That's where you found the cut nail spot.
And to think it took somebody, Lord knows how long, to, well, first of all, to find a log that big,
Yeah.
and then just sit down and I've watched them on YouTube and stuff, like they'll do it the old way and take like a charcoal box, you know, and charcoal the string.
Oh yeah.
And then flip it and do all that hand chopping and stuff. Now we take it for granted, just rolled up on the sawmill and whackety whack. And I mean, that right there is just two sides, you know, so it wouldn't take us 5 minutes to do it, but probably took them 5 hours per side. That'd be a long time.
They knew what they was doing, man.
Oh yeah. Yep. You have to have a lot of practice.
Yeah.
I'd say they made a lot of firewood practicing.
Yeah.
Well, 150 years later, it still looks like poplar. Well, there it is, guys. We've got it all squared up. So it'll be chopped on this side. And then this side here will be the side we had to straighten. And it looks just like brand new poplar. But we'll get this thing over to the shop and start working on it. All right, guys. we've got it back here at home, and we've got it already trimmed up to the size we want. This one's going to be 5 foot, so got quite a bit of character to it. This log came from a log house that we tore down last year that was already being used for a barn when my papa went to school right nearby. So that was probably 75 years ago. It was already being used as a barn, and best we can tell, it was built in the mid to late 1800s. Pretty cool to think that somebody was able to chop that out that straight. Alright, let's get started on it. Alright guys, first things first, we're going to give it a good scrubby scrub with the old steel brush. It's got a lot of dirt and stuff on it. I got quite a bit of it off already with the broom, but we're going to have to get down in here and get a lot of this off with the old steel brush, and then wipe it off again with the broom. To start cleaning this thing up, we've got some 120 grit sandpaper. We'll be switching it over here in just a second to some 220. Make it a little bit slicker. Guys, remember the whole purpose of doing this is to just highlight the chops. You're not trying to sand it down slick or anything else. I mean, you're just trying to get it mostly smooth and highlight the chop marks. Well guys, that's what we've got so far. You can tell how some of it's been sanded down. The chop marks are kind of going faded. So hopefully this next step will make some highlights. Alright guys, we've got it all charred now. I'm just going to hit it with the sander, and hopefully, if I've got this planned out right, it's just going to highlight some areas. We'll see what happens. Check that out. So that will be the front side of the mantel. Actually turned out better than I thought it would. Let's continue on. Guys, this top right here is charred pretty good. Not nothing excessive though. But I can't wait to see how that highlights all these chop marks. If the front looks that good, the top has got to look better. Alright guys, we're just going to be using this mini wax tongue oil finish, and hopefully that'll do exactly what we need it to do. Give this thing a little bit of color and highlight that grain just a little bit more, and let's get it on there and see what happens. Well guys, there it is. Turned out a little bit darker than I had hoped, but that really wound up highlighting all the character in it. Well guys, we appreciate y'all watching. We've got 100 subscribers now, so if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, like the video, and more than likely we're going to do another t-shirt drawing here pretty soon. That last one worked out pretty well. We thank you guys for watching and hope y'all enjoyed it.